Last game of the night, the Raiders beat the Jets 16-12. Zach Wilson is terrible. I feel for Jets fans because if they just had a confident quarterback, they would be really good. 23 of 39 for Wilson, 263 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He was also the team's leading rusher, 4 carries for 54 yards. Clearly nobody's rostering Zach Wilson, nor should they. Garrett Wilson did not complete a pass as well. Breece Hall, 13 carries for 28 yards. I put this lack of efficiency here lately due to Zach Wilson stinking. No real threat of a pass. Play Breece Hall if he has a good matchup, but these last few games have definitely given us cause for concern as far as efficiency moving forward. And good to see Dalvin Cook bouncing back a little bit. 4 carries for 26 yards. I wonder if he'll get more involved as the season goes on. Garrett Wilson, he is an extraordinary talent, like elite level talent. 9 catches, 93 yards, and 14 targets. Just imagine if Aaron Rodgers was still playing, the amount of production he would have. He's going to get knocked down draft boards next year because of his production with Zach Wilson this year. But, gosh, if he's available, like first or second round, I think Garrett Wilson is next year, because look at what he's doing with Zach Wilson at quarterback. If he had Aaron Rodgers throwing in the ball, he would be, lock it in, top 5 receiver every single week sort of stuff. So just keep an eye on that for next year. I don't think, Aaron Rodgers is going to come back at any point during the regular season. But if they somehow sneak into the playoffs, he could come back and Garrett Wilson could shoot his fantasy value right back up. But if he doesn't and their season ends and all he has are Zach Wilson numbers, look out for Garrett Wilson being too low on draft boards next season. Tyler Conklin continues his great connection with Zach Wilson. 7 catches, 70 yards on 7 targets. You could do way worse than Tyler Conklin at your tight end spot. Breece Hall making up for his lack of rushing efficiency. 3 catches for 47 yards on 3 targets. Xavier Gipson had a catch for 24. Alan Lazard, he doesn't look very good out there either. 5 targets, 1 catch, 17 yards. CJ Uzomah had a catch for 6. Malik Taylor had a catch for 6. Dalvin Cook did not haul in his only target, and Michael Carter did not haul in his only target either. For the Raiders, Aidan O'Connell was 16 of 27, 153 yards, a touchdown, an interception. He also had 2 carries for 3 yards. They just keep winning, but leave Aidan O'Connell on the wire. I do not expect him to ever get these crazy 400-yard passing games, maybe not even 300-yard passing games, the way this offense is going, because their rushing attack is playing really well. Josh Jacobs, 27 carries, 116 yards, just stellar stuff from him. He also had 2 catches for 11 yards. Keep playing him every week regardless of matchup. DeAndre Carter, 1 carry for 15 yards. Trey Tucker had the 1 carry for 9. Zamir White just had the 1 carry for 5. Don't worry about Zamir White. It's going to be the Josh Jacobs show. This new coaching staff absolutely loves Jacobs. And Aidan O'Connell, like we said earlier, had the 2 carries for 3. Davante Adams, this is more like what we should expect every week. 6 catches, 86 yards, 13 targets. Aidan O'Connell is going to put a ceiling on what he does every week, but good to see him out in front of everybody as far as targets by a wide margin. Jakobi Meyers only had 2 catches for 21 yards on 2 targets. His sell-high window, I think, is effectively closed. Michael Mayer, I would expect him to get more looks because that touchdown he had was really impressive. 3 catches, 19 yards, and a receiving touchdown for him. He was also second on the team in targets. Josh Jacobs, 2 catches for 11 yards to add to his big day on the ground. Austin Hooper, just a 1 catch for 7 yards. Hunter Renfrow had a catch for 5. Wonder if his role will grow a little bit more as the season goes on. And Amir Abdullah just had the 1 catch for 4 on 1 target.